Are you looking for the best motherboards for gaming? In this video we will find some of the 7 best motherboards for gaming on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. MSI MAG Z790 Tomahawk. The MSI MAG Z790 Tomahawk sits in that sweet spot of high performance without a crazy high price tag. It has full support for all the latest Intel CPUs, and pairs them with DDR5 memory, up to 7200 MHz, for maximum gaming performance, PCI Express 5 graphics support and an excellent VRM if you want to dabble in overclocking. It has armored PCI Express slots to help prevent GPU sagging, and you can connect to the wider world at high speed with the 2.5 Gigabit Ethernet and Wi-Fi 6E connection options. You get plenty of ports with this motherboard, with a wide range of front and back panel USB-A and USB-C connections as well as several video output options for connecting external monitors. The only real downside to this board is that it doesn't support PCI 5 for SSDs, so you won't be able to use the absolute latest NVMe drives with this board, but PCIe 4 SSDs are more than fast enough for even high-end gaming PCs. Number 2. Gigabyte X670 Aorus Elite AX. The Gigabyte X670 Aorus Elite AX has everything you need for a high-end gaming PC with plenty of bells and whistles. It has full support for all AMD's Ryzen 7000 CPUs, including the X3D models. It pairs that with high-end DDR5 memory support and has up to 6600 MHz for maximum performance. The VRMs are well-cooled and extensive, so if you want to do more than enable Precision Boost Overdrive, you can overclock your system right to the limits. It doesn't have PCI Express 5 graphics support, but there aren't any GPUs that can saturate its X16 PCIe 4 slot anyway. You still get a single PCIe 5 M.2 SSD slot, so you can run the cutting edge of storage drives to take advantage of all the new direct storage API games. Number 3. MSI MAG B660M Mortar. With the MSI MAG B660M Mortar, you get a motherboard that supports all the latest generations of Intel CPUs, offers high-speed networking, both wired and wirelessly, and has a wide range of ports. This board is compact, using the micro ATX, M-ATX form factor, so it can fit in smaller cases as well as larger, traditional ATX designs. It has support for multiple M.2 drives, though maxes out at PCIe 4 speeds. The memory is limited to DDR4 also, which does mean you'll lose a little performance at the very top end, but the cost savings are worth it for a more budget design like this one. You still get video outputs on the motherboard, so if you need to troubleshoot your GPU you can use the onboard graphics. This board also has excellent heatsinks and spreaders on all the most important components, particularly the VRM and NVMe SSDs. That helps keep them running fast and stable even in long gaming sessions. Number 4. Gigabyte B650M Aorus Elite AX. AMD's 600 series motherboards might have started off expensive, but the prices are crashing and now there are some truly excellent budget AMD motherboards for the Ryzen 7000 generation. Take this Gigabyte B650M Aorus Elite AX. It has support for all the latest CPUs, including AMD's refreshed line of X3D models. It supports DDR5 memory and has a wide range of ports, including USB, HDMI and DisplayPort outputs. There is only PCIe 4 support for both the graphics card and SSDs, but there's little benefit to either of those technologies at this time. That might be something worth upgrading to in the future, but for now it won't hold you back during gaming. You'll have a fast connection for online play with this motherboard, with support for both 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet and Wi-Fi 6E. However you choose to get online, your connection will be blazing fast. Number 5. Asus ROG Strix Z790i. For the ultimate gaming power and a compact design, this Asus ROG Strix Z790i is the best motherboard you can buy. It has a high price tag, but what you get for the money is truly exceptional considering its form factor. Its LGA 1700 socket supports all of Intel's latest CPUs, as well as 12th generation models if you're upgrading your gaming PC in steps. Combined with its Z790 chipset, this is a killer motherboard for overclocking and will help you push your gaming CPU to its limits for those extra few frames per second. On the graphics front, it has full support for PCIe 5, so is future-proofed against any high-performing GPUs in the future, and it also supports PCIe 5 on the SSDs. That means you can leverage the latest in NVMe SSDs for the fastest load times in any game you're playing. Although you do only get 2 memory slots on a board this size, with DDR5 support, you can buy big sticks of 32GB RAM, giving you plenty of scope for any future games, or if you're gaming and streaming at the same time. This model even comes with its own headphone app and mixer, helping you to make the most of your in-game audio. Number 6. ASRock B650E PG-ITX. With the ASRock B650E PG-ITX motherboard, you get access to many of the best features of a modern AMD PC, but it fits inside even the smallest of gaming cases. It has an excellent array of ports for such a compact system, giving you an array of high-speed USB Type-A and USB Type-C ports, as well as Lightning gaming ports with additional bandwidth. Choose between a 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet or Wi-Fi 6E connection. While this small board has a single PCIe port, it's X16 and PCIe 5, so you get maximum bandwidth for a high-end graphics card from this or future generations. The same goes for the NVMe slot, so you can use the latest drives. This board also supports DDR5, so even though there are only 2 memory slots, you can use bigger modules to make sure you have plenty of RAM for all the new and upcoming games. Although this motherboard uses the mid-range B650 chipset, all AMD motherboards allow overclocking, so it's great to see such a robust VRM on a compact design like this. That ensures your overclocks will be stable and there's plenty of scope for boosting voltages if you want to push your hardware to the limit. As a heads up, the fans may be noisy, but it's a small trade-off for this much power. Number 7. Asus ROG Strix B550F. If you want to make the most of AMD's last generation processors, then this is the motherboard for the job. It combines extremely high-end features with a very affordable price tag. If you want to build a Ryzen 5800X 3D gaming PC, this motherboard has all the stable power it needs through its high-end VRM and plenty of support for fast memory. You also get high-speed networking, both wired and wireless, and a great selection of ports. This isn't the most high-end Ryzen 5000 motherboard, but it offers such great value for money. It's easily the best choice, especially as this generation of motherboards gets phased out in favor of newer designs. It comes with premium audio with an advanced sound chip that gives you access to AI-driven noise cancellation, DST Sound Unbound, and Sonic Studio 3 for more immersive sound. The ATX design ensures you have plenty of space for add-in cards for additional ports and accessories,